Hey everybody, this is Dragnous here with Dragnous Reviews. Today we're going to unbox the Razer Basilisk V2. Before we get into it, let's go ahead and go over some of the specs on this particular mouse and why it's the version 2. Let's start off with the button configurations. This has 11 programmable buttons. It has a customizable scroll wheel with a variable resistance. This has It features the Razer optical mouse switches. The current expectation of these is that they are 3 times faster actuation points than mechanical switches. You may have seen or referenced them to the sorry about that. I had a little bit of an issue with the mic. So you might want to, you could you can reference this to the Razer Huntsman Elite keyboard that has the optical switches as well. This also features the Razer Focus Plus 20K optical sensor, so you're definitely looking at some very good DPI and very precise controls. This mouse features what they are calling the Speed Flex cable, which produces minimum drag and very smooth control, and by way of this meaning it has less resistance when dragged across the surface. Has onboard memory profiles, which means you can cycle through various profiles that have different button configurations. This mouse does feature RGB lighting. Only has 2 lighting zones, however, the mouse wheel and then the palm rest symbol. It does come with the 16.8 million, colors and whatever options and shades are even off if you like, all done through Synapse 3. The mouse comes in at an approximate 92 grams, give or take. The length of the mouse is 130 millimeters. The width, including the grip, is 60 millimeters and 42 millimeters from the height. Okay, well, I mean, that's pretty much into it. Just like any other mice, this has got, multiple programmable buttons. You can use Razer Synapse to do the hyperlapse, or hyperpress, or whatever they call it. I always forget, to be truthfully honest, because I don't use it very much, but basically you can press one button and all the other ones become a complete additional set of buttons. But you didn't come here to hear me ramble on and on about the mouse, so let's go ahead and unbox this, shall we? Grab my trusty knife. Cuts through just so easy. It's like satisfying too every time they just kind of make that quick slice into the tape, and you definitely know you're opening it, right? So let's go ahead and open her up. We're greeted instantly here with a little thing, for gamers, by gamers, which is kind of the boasting from from Razer. So, I didn't really go over the box too much in detail, so kind of look at it real quick here. Just some quick highlights of the new mouse. And kind of show this off a little bit more. The rest is, traditional. However, I will say that unlike previous ones in the past that I've used, the boxes definitely leaves a little bit to be desired. I remember when you used to have the old school flaps, and you can even open up the mouse, and see it before you even opened it. If that makes any sense. So let's go ahead in here and open it up and slide it out of the case. Alright, so there is, everything out. Interior of the box is black, so you can't see anything anyway. So let's go ahead and put that on the side here. So here we have it, the mouse and its packaging, which is pretty standard at this point. Quite a bit of stuff here. We have the booklets, some stickers. Hey, you never know, you put these on your system and you get some horsepower and overclocking out of them, right? Not really, but anyway, I digress on that. Typical pamphlets. You go over the different buttons, and it even show off the extra little button here, which I will get into when I finish unboxing the video here. Different zones, different things like that. This even talks about the mouse wheel resistance. So, and then in every language you can think of. Anyway, So there's that side here. All right, so here's the cable. Packaging is definitely what it is. It's, you know, more for show at this point when you take it out of the box. So let's go ahead and remove this, I think. Yep. Alright, so here's the mice. Protective little cover here. Like, barely had it open for a couple seconds, already got hair on it. I have cats, so if you happen to see one run across the table, that's why. Looks like there's that little button switch. So let's go ahead and take that out of here. We have that. That nice feel. I think it feels like either aluminum or really good plastic. A really good plastic. Anyway, so let's set that aside here too. We definitely don't need that. Alright, so well, let's get this out of the box, right? I could look at it beforehand, but it really doesn't show much. It's funny, they put a lot of engineering into how this works, apparently. I don't know about you, but box design's not my thing. Alright, so here we have it. We have the mouse completely unboxed. Looks like there's about 3 different parts when you first get it open. Let's go ahead and kind of take a first look at the mouse here. So as I'm kind of looking at it here, the buttons are as usually, well, as usual, as what I would expect with a mouse from Razer. Feels pretty good. There's I would say about 3 different textures on this, which is definitely becoming a different thing to see. The optical, well, I don't know about the optical part yet, but the actual physical tactile of the Switch is fairly decent. Very responsive, very clicky, short travel, doesn't require much pressure to push. Side buttons here seem, again, just, you know, like I'm used to with other mice. I have like the Naga Trinity here, so but yeah, very similar. The top DPIs, the little top switches, I forget what you call them exactly, but they're button 4 or 5 or whatever, but feel a little less, I don't know, I would almost say they're not quite as I don't know, the quality seems a little odd on them. But you know, let's keep moving on here. The click wheel, let's see, it's got a decent click. I'm sure you can hear if against the mic here. It's definitely good. Easy to press, doesn't require too much. However, yeah, no, I was right. It's, you know, it's fairly easy. It's got the side-to-side motion too as well, which is really nice. I really have to say I like the texturing on here. The side grips, especially here in the thumb, I like how it comes around here, then curves. It really, you can really rest your thumb in there, and you actually really use it to even kind of more, you know, make the movements that you would like to make. Let me get my hand out of the way here. Yeah, no, that's excellent. One of the things I look forward to in a mice is mice, whatever, is grip. If there's not enough grip, then it becomes just one and any other mouse on the market, and 2, it's hard. If you using this for a long period of time, you want grip so you can continue moving without having to readjust a lot. You know what I'm saying? See, the bottom is fairly well similar to any other mouse. They definitely mention here the 20,000 DPI optical sensor there. It has a profile switch here, which looks like just a quick inner button. It has the resistance wheel here adjuster for the mouse wheel. So if we go ahead and take this like all the way down, you can only go so far before it stops, but yeah, there's like no resistance when you do that. I mean, I'm putting this right up to the mic and there's nothing. But if you start moving this down all the way to, like, we'll go all the way to the max here. Makes a few scrolls there, but you can actually really hear it now. So that's interesting. Part of me would like to take this apart and kind of see why, how that works, but that's a really neat function. However, I do worry about wheels. These kind of wheels, especially when it comes to volume switchers and stuff like that, I've seen fail over time, but so I'm not sure if this is a mechanical piece that pushes something, or you know, I'm not sure how it's contacting, so I'm interested if this will stay over time, especially since I don't see this being adjusted very often, not nearly as much as pressing the buttons, of course. So let's see here. So this is the little spot it looks like it was talking about here. This is for a button, which it's right now it looks like it's just got like a little rubber little cover here and a little nub, but you can't press it. It's not even a button right now. So from what I kind of looked at, it looks like you can remove this. So let's go ahead and do that now. I'm trying not to rip it, but I apparently you have to manhandle it just a little bit for that to come off. And then you're greeted with looks like a slot and looks like a little button there. So this is that's a little extra thumb switch that it came with, as you can kind of see. See if I can get this to focus here just right. So we got like a little groove, and we can just kind of put this in. Ah, okay. And now with that in, oh yeah, that becomes another button altogether. I like that actually. It's easy to actuate. It's easy to press. And it's just right there by the thumb. I don't know exactly what I would use that for. It could be for the hypershift modifiers maybe. But that's definitely different. I haven't had too many mice from Razer that's had an extra button down here other than like the Naga, of course. You know, kind of look at this. We got all the extra buttons on the side, which I am used to. I've been using a Naga since the very first one, and I've fallen in love with it. The Trinity is nice because it's got the replacement side panels and all, but I definitely like extra buttons near the thumb. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I mean, there's not too much. It's a mice. If you've seen a gaming mice, then to some degree, they're all the same. The cable definitely is smooth. It's definitely more flexible than I've seen recently. Again, like the Trinity mice, it's got a braided cable, but it's a more stiffer type of cable, and I don't really notice much resistance when using it though either. So I don't know how different this will actually be. I mean, yeah, I guess it is what it is, right? So let's go ahead and take this little bit off here. We'll, unplug the connector here, and I have to say, it's a little small, stupid little plug here, but I always love the fact that they have green in there. It's my favorite color, and when it's on the USB, I just absolutely love it. So let's go ahead and I'll plug this into my computer. Wait for the Windows chime to start up here. Alright, I've seen the Windows thing, and I've seen lights, and as expected here, we do have the two different zones of lighting. Got the mouse wheel, and we have the Razer logo here. Honestly, I do and don't like it. I'm like a raccoon, to be truthfully honest. I like things that are shiny and light up. So I do like this. However, I've always felt like this here is just kind of like not really required. I mean, most of the time, your hands on it, and you're not even gonna see it. The mouse wheel is nice because you see the light. So it would have been kind of neat to see some extra stuff somewhere, maybe on the sides or somewhere else light up that just kind of shows off the RGB lighting. But I digress on that. I will say, just from quick noting though, that the plastic here on this little edging is very, very easy to smudge. It gets fingerprints real well. But that's about the only places besides that and the buttons here that look about the same material. But overall, it's definitely got a good weight to it. Buttons are easy to press. Synapse 3 has picked it up right away. I've already met with different options to use. DPI switching is very responsive. The clicking is excellent. Again, it's the same quality that I would expect from a Razer product. The DPI, let's go all the way to max here. Yeah, it's extremely, like, I can very lightly touch and it's already on the other side of my screen. So let's back that down just a little bit to a more controllable. Right, I mean, it's definitely responsive. I'm clicking around here, no issues, to be honest. Like I said, it's what I come to expect. So there you have it. That is the Basilisk V2. Recently released by Razer. I think it goes for about $79. That's US. And I can't say I would or would not suggest this yet. I mean, from my initial response and unboxing here, definitely seems like a very good mouse. Time will tell. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments below what you think. Should I come back and revisit this after about a couple weeks to trial and just kind of see how it is, or don't comment at all if you don't want to follow up with it. That's how I'm going to look at it. If you like these unboxings, though, definitely give this one some likes. That's how likes and views is how I'm going to know which videos you guys want to see. If you definitely like the unboxings, I will continue doing so. I have a couple of products coming in already that I would definitely like to unbox for everybody. Well, that said, thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you next time.